Hi friends, welcome to Milesight Connect virtual events of Milesight 10th Anniversary Campaign. We are so happy to have you with us today. This is Jessica from Milesight. A few housekeeping notes. For the best viewing experience, please make sure your headset is turned on and the speaker is on mute during the webcast. If you have any question, feel free to submit them through the Q&A question tool. We will reply you timely, and the recording will be sent by email within 24 hours. Well, in case it's your first time to know Milesight, it's your first time to attend our webinar, here is a very short video to introduce Milesight 10th Anniversary. Now let's see what are the special AIoT activities for the 10th anniversary and why Milesight working so hard on LoRaWAN, and then introduce 3 important end-to-end solutions and its starter keys. And during the presentation, we will have prize Q&A to provide amazing discount for sample testing. By the way, this webinar will take about 30 minutes. Stepping into 2021 marks the 10th anniversary of Milesight, what initially began as a startup within 10 employees and now a group company with over 600. As an AIoT solution provider, Milesight has accumulated very effective experience in the IoT industry, especially from developing the cellular-based routers and LPWAN-based end-to-end solutions. To make a huge step, last December, Milesight upgraded our brand to next level, merging Earthlink and Yearstar into one entity, and covering AI deep learning and IoT technologies to next generation AIoT smart solutions. Going beyond the traditional security, Milesight is going to empower a new upgraded Milesight brand and becoming the pioneer in the AIoT industry. To celebrate the 10th anniversary and make a positive progress together with you in AIoT world, we hold the Milesight 10th anniversary campaign, which includes 2 sub-campaigns: AIoT Solution Trial, Buy One Get One campaign, and go virtual to explore AIoT world, serious webinars to bring you more insights of AIoT. For the AIoT Solution Trial campaign, we will go to further introduce it at the end of the webinar, so just stay tuned. As for the Connect virtual events, we have arranged 7 different topics, covering a wide range of innovative AIoT products and solutions. Here you can get the calendar of June, and today the topic is Power Up Your Business with LoRaWAN. Well, before getting into the point, please give me a few minutes. Time to unveil 10th anniversary reward for you. The first is the discount coupons for upcoming orders. Here all of you have the chance to get up to 10% off coupon. Please contact your sales representative for more details. And besides, We also set a prize-giving quiz session at the end of the webinar, so you will have a chance to win a sample testing of Milesight AI camera or IoT product at 50% off discount. The coupon and winner's announcement will be sent by email after the webinar within 24 hours. Okay, now let's start today's topic. Why LoRaWAN? As there are so many IoT technologies, such as Sigfox, NB-IoT, LTE-M, but why LoRa or LoRaWAN? Well, you will often hear LoRa and LoRaWAN that can be used interchangeably. This is not technically correct. LoRa is a physical layer, is a radio technology, and LoRaWAN is the software layer, is the standardized networking protocol that sits above the physical layer and below the application layer. So, LoRaWAN delivers secure bidirectional communication, mobility, and localization services. LoRa is really complementary to existing IoT communication technologies, not a replacement. It's long range, but obviously at cost of bandwidth. So it's designed for the IoT use cases, which require only very little bandwidth and very small data. By the way, did I mention that LoRa stands for low power consumption and wide area coverage? According to the professional investigation report, LoRa technology enters into full maturity. It means in the next 2 years, when in 2023, LoRa is going to enter the high growth phase. So today is the right time to start with LoRa. We strongly believe LoRa is set to become one of the mainstream technologies in IoT, and we really see it becoming the factory's standard. We actually see the sales accelerating in recent years. Why is LoRaWAN so popular? I think there are 10 reasons that make LoRaWAN really powerful. LoRa signal can reach extremely long-range connectivity of more than 50 kilometers by trading off data rate. But why using LoRaWAN? If your device needs a long battery life, a low-cost sensor, and long-range connectivity, LoRa might be the solution. By using the same hardware, by using the same software, you can build up a complete network without additional charges, without additional license fee. So, it's free to use LoRa. LoRa is suitable in practice for the non-real-time applications. You can tolerate delays, and there are quite a lot of those use cases in the market. For instance, in the fields of intelligent buildings, supply chain, smart cities, and agriculture business. What about the network coverage? You may ask. Is LoRa comparable to the 3G, 4G mobile phone networks? Well, these telecommunication giants like IBM and Cisco, they are important members of LoRa Alliance, and many famous carriers have all announced nationwide deployments of the LoRa networks. As you can see here in this picture, LoRa has been adopted in more than 160 countries. It's taking place around the world. LoRa is really a global technology, so you can use LoRaWAN all over the world, everywhere where there are regulations with a license-free spectrum. At Milesight, we joined the LoRa Alliance on 2019 as an adopter member, and now we are very proud to sponsor the Destination LoRaWAN webcast this year in order to facilitate the spreading of LoRaWAN technology. Next, I'd like to share about the versatility of use cases. There are so many, and this is one of the real strengths of the LoRaWAN standards, of course. For the new players of LoRa, or if it's your first time to know Milesight brand, then I think it's a very good chance to know more about our products and services through this kind of starter keys. Currently, we see significant opportunities globally in terms of supporting cities for their sustainability in economic development and livability objectives. Well, let's see how LoRa devices and the open LoRaWAN protocol help the smart IoT applications in solving some of the biggest challenges facing in our city, such as the energy management, such as the pollution control, such as the infrastructure efficiency and the disaster prevention. Yes, we can use various kinds of sensors. They can measure, they can monitor the environment and enhance our services. But they require a great deal of network bandwidth and coverage as the same important. After all, suppose if a sensor it cannot connect to a city's wireless networks, what good is it? Well, getting that coverage deployed throughout a city, it can be a very big challenge and also very expensive. So, what's the solution? LoRa, the wireless technology, can help cities overcome the network coverage challenges and enable them to widely deploy Internet of Things solutions in smart cities and providing coverage where the traditional Wi-Fi solution may not. This diagram shows us the LoRaWAN-based air temperature and humidity sensor, the carbon dioxide air quality sensor, the pipe pressure sensor, the water level or snow level sensor. They are all LoRaWAN-based and can be deployed in the field to talk with our LoRaWAN gateways, even if they are 20 or 30 kilometers away. You may have people counter, you may have PM 2.5 or wind sensor, those legacy sensors already. Just connect them with the LoRaWAN controllers. Now, all the required hardware are ready to use. Milesight IoT Cloud can be the data destination where you can just keep an eye on the dashboard to follow up the changes that are happening in the city. In China, there have been large deployments of air quality sensors across the major cities, like in Guangzhou, where the local government has been using the air quality monitoring network to understand the impact of coal dust from the coal-firing facilities of the power plant nearby. And in our neighborhood, in Singapore, various legacy sensors, they were connected with our LoRaWAN controllers and then integrated with the smart street light poles. The environmental sensors collect the air quality data, which also being complemented by weather, urban heat, and people counting data. Now, this network is very helpful in sharing data in the bushfires monitoring, since because a lot of more concerns around the air quality monitoring in the city. And besides that, the water cycle is another concern in a smart city. LoRaWAN has great capabilities in smart water metering and reservoirs and wastewater flood monitoring in the urban areas. You know, the climate change or heavy rains, it can quickly result in the big damage in the city. So the possibility of using LoRa technology to enhance the quality of life are limitless. And LoRa will be the key to connecting everyone to deliver on the smart city promise. And there are a lot of use cases in the agriculture industry. Imagine you'd like to get some juicy fruits in your greenhouse, but you easily figure out some troubles from the certain yellow leaves or stem of these plants. The problem is fungus or plant illness that could caused by the high temperature and humidity. And it could be avoided if you open the window more often. But it's manual operation. You need to spend a lot of time and energy to maintain this system, rather an automated greenhouse, right? And besides that, in your farm, maybe you are also facing the challenges for the precision and automatic irrigation. How to make scientific irrigation schedule, and when and how much water to irrigate. Can you control the system remotely when you are far away from the farm or when you are out for holidays? Is the system easy to deploy and operate with no or just a minimum of manual intervention? Does the system work with your existing water valves? Because you don't want to redeploy your watering networks. Okay, just leave all these questions to the Milesight Smart Agriculture Start Kit. You can build a system. It can measure the temperature, humidity, the soil moisture, the electrical conductivity, the lightness inside the greenhouse, and then send this data through a LoRa wireless connection to a gateway in the roof of your apartment, maybe hundreds meters away. And then just the gateway uploads the data to the Milesight IoT cloud, web or app on your mobile, while you can check on it everywhere in the world. And as a bonus, the system can also be able to use controller in order to not only turn on or turn off the fan or ventilation system, but also to control the temperature and humidity, to water the plants if the soil moisture is too low. Thinking in advance, how do you want to operate your smart irrigation system? How complex will it be? Scheduling in Milesight IoT Cloud is a very useful feature, as it gives you peace of mind. When connected to a soil moisture sensor, it can automatically shorten or extend the irrigation time to make sure your plants are not thirsty or drowning in the water. Notifications are very useful and convenient. You can get notified when the irrigation starts or when it's complete, and how much water used, and water volume, and the system notify you if the water volume leaves your presettings in the system. So there is no dispute that smart irrigation saves water compared to the traditional dump irrigation systems. Most automated irrigation systems need electricity, and smart irrigation system can let you work in the places where there's no standard electric power. Because they are wireless components, they can be installed in the stations, while the cables would be a big hassle to put in, would be a very big challenge to get it. So Milesight LoRaWAN based agriculture solution allows the valves to go where no valve has gone before. And finally, let's start with a look at the main risks to school buildings, to the office buildings, in regards to the environmental quality and safety. Well, it goes without saying, I think, is the indoor air quality, the water leak, and the door and the window status monitoring, right? The air quality we were talking about is all around us. That is the quality of air in your school, in your office, maybe in your gym, and the building environment. Really anywhere, I think. The pollutants can be anything from the chemicals and gases to the living organisms like mold. Some common air concerns include pollutant and environmental factors, such as the carbon dioxide, volatile organic compounds, from the aldehydes especially. For the water leak, I think is another very common concern around us. Nearly all buildings are fed with a mains power supply, and the mains power is usually supplied at a very higher pressure. Any weakness in the way that the water is delivered into the building is going to result in a possible leak. There's the pipework infrastructure to get this water into the building. And water cooling systems, the air conditioning, more and more education and commercial properties, now they have air conditioning as standard. And these units traditionally use the mains power supply as part of the cooling mechanism, so more pipe works. And finally, for the safety concern, we can specially monitor the fire escape, monitor the server room. Server room break-ins were only allowed to use in the emergency situation or with authentication code. But how can we make it? Well, Milesight Smart Building Kit can be adopted for addressing the above issues. When you stay inside, when you stay in the office, you know exactly how to set up an effective atmosphere without even getting up. That's especially important in the post-pandemic period. And if you are worried about the leak caused by the heavy raining weather or caused by the tear and wear of the pipes, or worried about someone break into the building when the occupants are absent, the LoRaWAN-based water leak detection sensors and magnetic contact switch sensors can help you keep an eye on it. Since it's designed with LoRa technology, the long battery life directly lowers the maintenance costs and make the installation and management economical. It's an environment where you can work your best. We help you fully focus on your daily routines. So, because everything else is already taken care of by this smart building kit. Not only limit to be used in the commercial buildings, this solution can be easily deployed in the data centers, libraries, hotels, because there's also insurance consideration when air conditioning installers or the fire system installers or the surveillance system installers, so they can exploit it. By the way, if you purchase this smart building kit, you can get a free unit of the IP camera from Milesight. Well, if the above 3 start kits cannot meet your demand, no worries. Here is the custom-made kit. You can pick up any models from the EM500 series to build up your own start kit at minimum price. Well, let's take a brief moment to check our LoRaWAN-based product lines. The sensors, gateways, controllers, and finally, Milesight IoT Cloud. In the LoRaWAN network architecture, end devices, or we call it sensor nodes, they sense and collect data and talk to gateway wirelessly. So their main job, their main responsibility, just to collect data from the field and send it to the gateway wirelessly, of course. In this part, Milesight, we have the most popular models. So you can see here they can be used for different scenarios, from the indoor to the outdoor usage, from the ambience monitoring to the environmental monitoring, from the air quality to the soil quality, from the industry to agriculture business. All of them are battery operated to work up to 10 years lifetime. So after installation, you can forget it. NFC configuration brings you great convenience and security. 1-year warranty for very fast replacement, even if the unit is broken. Controllers, they are working as the antennas or working as the sensors devices as well in the LoRaWAN network. So, if there are legacy sensors, if you have legacy sensors with serial interface or digital input, analog input, these controllers can simplify the deployment to narrow the gap between traditional legacy world and IoT world. So you can keep your existing outdated sensors. You can keep your existing water meters, the solenoid valves, keep your existing infrastructure, or even keep your industrial protocol like Modbus. So just a very minimum investment to upgrade, then you can enjoy all the benefits of LoRaWAN network. And for the outside environmental applications, besides the battery-powered version, the solar panel on the controller can get power directly from sunshine, which saves your troubles to find power supply in the rural areas. Well, gateway. Gateway is a critically important element in a comprehensive LoRaWAN network. So, what is gateway? It's typically considered a robust physical box that acts as an entry point from the end nodes to the cloud. Gateway is a very dumb packet forwarding device. It's basically listening for the messages from the end nodes. The main work of the LoRaWAN gateway is open up their ears and always keep listening for the messages or the data from the LoRaWAN sensors. And in this part, Milesight offers both indoor version and outdoor version. So the UG6 series, the LoRaWAN gateway is capable of resisting the harshest environment or very deep indoor environment. Because of the free embedded network server service, our gateway can identify the sensors. They can receive multiple copies of the transmitted packets, decrypt packets, and do some security stuff to protect the data security, and then forwards the payloads to whatever application server the end user requires. So you don't need to spend money, spend time and resources to develop your own network server or subscribe this service from the third party. Of course, our gateway owns very rich features like capability to support 2,000 end nodes and very fast compatible with famous network servers, and remote maintenance through a free centralized management platform, the Milesight Device Hub. And the application server, finally, is the final destination of data, where you can get your data, where you can manage your devices, where you can check the status to send a message back to over the internet APIs that you are used to. So here you can realize the bidirectional communication either from the sensor node to the application server, but also from the application server, from the Milesight IoT Cloud to the sensors in the field. Milesight IoT Cloud is hosted on AWS, Amazon Web Services, So you can choose the server location on Singapore or Germany or from China, mainland of China, to store your data securely. Rich features are available here. I just list part of the functions. such as the multiple dashboards, the threshold settings. Get notified based on triggered events by email or mobile push. Also, you can invite someone else to manage device together with different permission levels. And also, you can receive reports regularly, by daily, weekly, or monthly. Moreover, there are some other functions available in our dashboard, such as the intuitive widgets. So you can choose to display the clock, display the map, the line chart, pie chart, column chart, and alarm list. So there are different types of widgets in the dashboard. You can also drag and drop widgets to your preferred location on the screen. And if you want to add different layers in the uploaded map or the picture to recognize the current status of sensors at a glance, well, why not make a free trial for yourself? After the detailed introduction of the LoRaWAN-based keys above, now I'm going to present the whole AIoT solution for you. Besides the keys we talked about, you can find extensive AIoT products to extend the power of AIoT through Milesight, including the intelligent video surveillance and IoT related. Actually, it's not so easy to find such amazing solution which covers multiple innovations towards AIoT. But in Milesight, you can expect more even any top-edge technology, for Milesight always keeps close eyes on the market trend, and will always deliver the innovation that requires visionary thinking to our customers. 2021 is the 10th anniversary of Milesight. It's also a significant milestone for Milesight and our partners. For the next decade, we will continue to provide product and service differentiation, increase the brand awareness, build strong trust with you, and stay innovative, and always stick to the original passion to further illustrate Milesight's slogan. Better insight and more insight. Milesight always become the next generation AIoT solution provider to build a new AIoT world with you. Join us and grow together. Now at the end, I'm going to bring you the Buy One, Get One campaign. There are two options for you, AIoT solution trial. No matter which one you choose, the AIoT solution trial will enable AIoT and bring us a step closer to artificial intelligence. So here you can click the link in the chat box and learn more and sign up. And a kind reminder for you here. There are more webinars waiting for you, so you can click the link to pick up more. Okay, this is all for today's webinar. The coupons and the price will send by email within 24 hours. Thanks again for your attending. In case you have any question, feel free to write us emails for more detailed information. By the way, after the webinar, there will be a very simple survey to help us for a next better webinar, so your feedback is highly appreciated. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.